Good morning, Adrienne. President Biden this morning is doubling down in his stance to not negotiate over the debt ceiling, telling Democratic leaders in Congress, Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, in a call that he's ready to have a separate negotiation over the budget once Republicans present their plan. GOP lawmakers are still crafting that plan to cut spending. Several have said that the goal is to get it to the floor for a vote next week. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy promises that this plan is not going to touch Social Security or Medicare. He's proposing a one-year debt ceiling increase paired with reducing federal spending to 2022 levels and also some policy changes. It's also likely that we could see work requirements for federal aid programs like Medicaid and possibly even clawing back some of the unspent COVID relief money. Now, today you're going to see President Biden traveling to a union training facility in Maryland, outlining his plan to raise taxes on wealthy Americans and large corporations to extend Medicare funding and cut the deficit about $3 trillion over the next decade, aiming to draw contrast to Speaker McCarthy's remarks that we saw 2 days ago at the New York Stock Exchange. President Biden wanting to be seen among hardworking Americans rather than being seen on Wall Street.
He threatened to become the first speaker to default on our national debt, which took over 230 years to accumulate, which would throw us in a gigantic recession and beyond, unless he gets what he wants in the budget. Folks, you've got to ask yourself, what are MAGA Republicans in Congress doing?
So as of this morning, we're not seeing the two sides coming together to negotiate, although you are seeing McCarthy push for talks. The president saying that he wants talks too, although he's not going to negotiate around the debt ceiling. And you mentioned it, Adrienne, that default deadline is in June. In fact, we're hearing early June if Congress doesn't come to a consensus to raise the debt ceiling.
All right, Allison, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.